Hey Virgo, how are you? Welcome back. If you've been here before and if you haven't, welcome. It's great to have you here. I'm really sorry, Virgo, that your channeled messages are coming to you a few days into the month. The reason being, the Spiritual Parlour store got very, very busy for me. I'm apologising to all the sun signs that I'm uploading into November already, but we're just a few days in. In terms of astrology, update for you guys, your sun sign, we're about to enter soon, in a couple of weeks, or well, next week actually, Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is your ruling planet, as well as Gemini's ruling planet. And when Mercury is the planet of communication, when we have a Mercury retrograde and a planet travels backwards through the zodiac, with Mercury, it can bring communication delays. We can have problems articulating ourselves, our mental thoughts, technology blips, you name it, travel delays. It's all in that Mercury retrograde period. So brace yourselves for that. Just to let you guys know as well, the astrology ebooks that you guys have been requesting for 2019, so your personal astrology ebooks, they are still on special offer right up until Christmas Eve. So if you pre-order now for your 12-month personal astrology horoscope for every single month, you'll receive an ebook with all the transits for you in detail and based on your birth sign, well, your birth chart, I should say, your time of birth, so you know when things like Mercury retrograde or Pluto retrograde, or when things happen, key things in astrology are happening, you will understand and know how it will impact you personally and on what house of life, if you like, it could impact on. So they're $29, about 25 euros or 23 pounds, not very, very expensive. And check the links below that you can find out all the details there. There's a 10% discount code. As I said, pre-order now because they will go back up to maybe about $49 or so as we enter 2019. So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for my lovely Virgos. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, and interaction and visits to the Spiritual Parlour shop and so forth. Thank you so much, guys. It means a lot to me. So let's see what Virgo needs to know. Okay, Spirit, there is a message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please let it be known. We tap into the energy of Virgo. Okay, King of Swords has just jumped out for you. King of Swords. So, could be a potential air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But if not, the King of Swords represents law and order, fairness, He is the king that upholds justice, if you like. So it could be that, you could hear some news that will be in your favour. Okay, first card for, balance, fairness. Just falling out again with the Six of Pentacles. As you can see, it's about give and receive and being in a position of everything is balanced, everything is fair. It could be financially as well with the Pentacles suit, but it's definitely another vibration of the King of Swords with balance. First card will be Virgo's issue or their underlying energy. Second card will be their theme. Whoops, that's too many. What's going on? Second card will be their energy. There's the King of Swords again with the Nine of Swords. So I feel like I'm being pushed to say, Virgo, if there's any of you out there who have been experiencing mental stress over something, a situation, person, place, or thing, that mental stress might just come to an end pretty soon. Okay, with the King of Swords crossing it. It's fallen out twice now. It could be that you will get some kind of fairness, some kind of news, or you will hear something potentially around something that could be causing you, or may have been causing you, some kind of mental stress. Okay, third card will be the recent past for Virgo. Fourth card will be the present for Virgo. Whoops, it's too many. Let's get these right round. Sorry guys, your cards are just jumping everywhere. Okay. Fifth card will be the advice for Virgo, and the sixth card will be Virgo's potential outcome. What does Virgo need to know? So if there's a message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please send me the messages for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? King of Swords again. And now we've got the Hierophant with it. Okay, and this is the second time that I've shuffled and the King of Swords has jumped out and the Knight of Pentacles has been at the bottom of the deck. So, we know what the King of Swords energy is about. Okay, it's jumped out quite a lot. The Hierophant, this is the energy of Taurus. Taking away the astrology from the card, the energy of the Hierophant or the priest or the Pope, depending on the deck and who's reading what it's called, it is about commitment, particularly things like marriage or committed relationships or any kind of commitment that you have made. So if you have been feeling that mental stress that jumped out earlier on over a commitment, we've had the balance fall out as well with the Six of Pentacles. Feels to me like that situation, that stress will eventually come to some sort of resolution, but it might be at a slow and steady pace with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is, you know, the slowest moving knight. He takes his time, he doesn't rush at all, he likes stability, he likes balance. So it could be that that's coming to the end, but there's definitely a message around the King of Swords here for someone, for a Virgo. And these are just cards that are jumping. The Sun, everything will be okay. Yeah, don't stress, Virgo. Wheel of Fortune, death and transformation. Everything will be okay. This isn't the main message, but this is what's falling. And I always read the cards that fall, because some people might need the messages. So that change of fortune and that death energy, two major arcana cards. There'll be a change of fortune and there'll be death and rebirth. We're in Scorpio season, and that's exactly what Scorpio brings, death and rebirth. So I feel as I'm being pushed to say, don't stress, Virgo. Don't stress. And whoever that message is for, don't stress. Let's see where your main message is. Okay, we're really pushed here, so we're going to go here. Bottom of the deck energy, Seven of Wands. So being in a position of strength, you know, sometimes this is about defending your position as well. So you could be in a strong position of strength. You come out in a strong position, or you may need to defend your position. Let's see what comes out. Okay, Five of Cups. There you are, the Hierophant. Two of Cups. Death has come out again for you. The Wheel of Fortune is here again for you. And the Lovers is here again for you. Alright, this is definitely, feels like this could be a love reading for some Virgos. And it may resonate more with love with the Lovers. If it's not, then it could be some kind of business partnership. It could be something that is deeply close to your heart. But around you, Virgo, there you are, the Hermit. That's the card that represents you in tarot. Around you, it feels as though some of you felt a little bit of sadness. That mental stress that fell out earlier on, this could be a vibration of that. You know, the stress, the anxiousness. With the Five of Cups, it is about focusing on something that's fallen away. And forgetting that there's still two cups in the background, or there's still something to be thankful for with the Five of Cups. And this is your energy here. You know, so some of you have withdrawn from something, or you've been quite upset about something that could have fallen away. I feel as though I said this could be a relationship because you've got the Two of Cups in the recent past. So it could be a business relationship, it could be a work relationship, or it could be a personal relationship or a love relationship. But it's some kind of relationship or bond that you have with someone that you joined cups with, that you probably felt quite close to. This potentially could have caused you some kind of disappointment recently, whether it's ended or it is ending, or there's just some kind of communication problems, or there's issues at the moment between you and this other person. But what they're saying here is, you know, throughout this, I feel as though there's going to be some kind of transformation. There will be something will fall away. There will be death and rebirth. This card fell out for you as I was shuffling with the Wheel of Fortune, and it's back here again in the main spread. So whatever happens, whatever transformation you go through with this you know, potential relationship that's showing up here in the recent past, underneath the sadness is the transformation, and there will be a change of fortune. I feel as though this change of fortune is a lot to do with this underlying energy of being in a position of strength. I feel as though you might come out a lot stronger, the two of you together, or you yourself might come out a lot stronger. I don't feel that it's the end. If I'm honest with you, if this is a relationship reading for some of you Virgos out there, and it resonates that way more romantically, it's not the end. It doesn't feel like it's the end. It just feels like what's happening is a transformation. There's been a disappointment, particularly for you Virgo, around this relationship, but it's not the end, because it's not like this is the Ten of Swords. You know, this is transformation. Something is going to fall away from this relationship, and it could be whatever it is that no longer serves it, and it's going to, you know, bring in a new fortune. I feel as though it's not going to be the end, not with the Lovers here, you know. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, either of them, Gemini or a Scorpio. If not, someone who, you know, with a Gemini with the air energy, has a lot of air qualities about them, or a lot of air in their chart. With Scorpio, somebody who has a lot of water in their chart, or is quite emotional, or it could be anybody if it's not any of those sun signs. But the Lovers as an outcome for me would indicate directly underneath the partnership of the recent past that there's going to be a reconciliation. It's quite clear for me. I feel it. I don't really need to look at this for too long. I feel as though it's not the end, Virgo. It's not the end. And if you are experiencing this sadness at the moment, in the here and now, with the Five of Cups, I always feel, and I always, you know, the advice I give is, you're focusing on maybe, you know, 3 cups here that have fallen away, but there's still something to hold on to. Even if that something is just the lesson learning, and it's not necessarily the person or the situation, person, place or thing that's caused the disappointment. If they are no longer in your life, but in this case, I don't feel like that's going to be the case. But generally, if something does fall away and there's disappointment, there's always something to take away from the disappointment. I feel in this situation here, this vibration that I'm picking up, whatever Virgo, Sun, Moon or Rising this message is for, what's to hold on to is the transformation. You know, both of you or someone needs to transform in order to have that change of fortune and bring back that love, the reconciliation, and come out in a strong position. You know, underneath this you've got the Ten of Cups, the Tower indicating change, and the Seven of Pentacles indicating patience. So it feels as though there's a journey, but I'm going to do some clarification for you, a bit more clarification. So in the present here, we've got this death energy. A lot of people freak out. I love this card. I've said it before in a lot of videos. I like the energy of death because it takes away what no longer serves us. You know, with all the death, the people dying around, it's what no longer serves us, and something else comes in. You know, with the sun in the background, that's the energy of death. It's more transformation rather than, you know, a definitive ending, depending on what it falls out with, or what the card is resonating with in the reading. And for me, it's not death as in absolute ending over. It's death as in this is transformation for the better. What does Virgo need to know? Okay, there you are. There's your energy there again. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, okay, investment. Keep going. 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That didn't take long for clarification. Keep going. Whatever you've invested in with the 9 of Wands, okay? 9 of Wands is about investment. As you can see, there's a man here who has, you know, 8 wands that he's stuck into the ground, and he's got his final wand to stick in. And sometimes we get to that point in our lives about something, a situation, person, place or thing, and we ask ourselves, oh my God, can I really keep going with this? And I feel as though what Spirit is putting in front of me today is to tell you yes. Yes, keep going. The Queen of Pentacles, your energy. They're taking the astrology out of it because the Pentacle suits is the earth energy, some smoke there, which is you. This is about being resourceful. It's also a card of prosperity. The Queen of Pentacles, she has everything she needs around her. It's secure. She is secure. She's also very, very hardworking as well, this energy. It doesn't matter whether you're a guy watching this. to keep it general, it's more about the energy. So I'm not going to lie to you, Virgo, it feels with the Queen of Pentacles like there's going to be a little bit of work to be done, because that's what this energy does. This is the hard work, this is the groundwork. But the good thing with the Queen, of Pentacles, is that she builds the stability for a very, very strong foundation. You know, this is about strong foundations building, and then you get to the King of Pentacles, which is the ultimate, you know, amount of security, whether it be financially or just security in your relationships. But it's an indication of the long term, of the secureness. So I feel as though you need to keep going with whatever this is in the recent past, this relationship, this cup that you've joined with someone, this job that you've joined with that you like, this project that you're working on that you've joined up to that you like, that may have caused some disappointment. The messages keep going, because in the present, that's going to be the transformation, you know? The transformation, the keep going, and the building the strong foundations is the message in the present. Future energies, we've got the change of fortune with the Wheel of Fortune, and we've got the Lovers, you know, the reconciliation, or being joined with something that you really, really love again, or being joined with another Gemini, or it's just a feeling of just love, you know, just being in a very, very good place with the Lovers. So, yeah, it's not over Gemini. It's Gemini for Gemini's Day. It's not over Virgo, especially if you're dealing with a Gemini or a Scorpio or anybody. Whatever it is, how it resonates, it's not over. I can see and feel the sadness around you here. There you are, the Hermit. That's you. Okay, and the Five of Cups. Okay, so that's the heart of the matter, you. And that's the issue or the thing, your sadness, to do with this recent past energy here. It's not over. It's not over. It's transformative. Whatever it is that you're going through is what I'm feeling. It's transformation. What's the message for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising? What does Virgo need to know, Spirit? Okay, that's too many. There's a message for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. Whoops. Okay, so what's falling out here? We've got past life healing. This is interesting. We've got past life healing. And it says, this situation has been triggered by one of your past lives. Heal the past and bring healing to the present. So in your past position, you've got the Two of Cups, which is, you know, the soulmate, the twin flame, the duality, the joining of two people or two things together. So this situation, it could potentially be this sadness, and the same could be, you know, down to some kind of past experience or past life experience, depending on what your beliefs are. But bring healing to the past. So whatever happened here will bring healing to the present, which is going on here, which is the transformation. So you need to go back, Virgo. You need to go back to whoever this represents, or whatever this represents, or whoever you've joined your cup with, and have a discussion with them and see if you can reconcile, because it's definitely not over. I don't feel a feeling of an ending. I actually feel really good. The vibration and the energy that I'm picking up is really positive, even if there is a little bit of sadness surrounding you at the moment. It feels to me like this change of fortune is just going to be for the better for everybody concerned, for everybody involved, whether it's a job, love, whatever it is. What's the affirmation? Happiness. Think of that. Your affirmation card is happiness. Okay, so happiness reads, immersed delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. Oh, that is lovely. Happiness. So your affirmation is about happiness and being happy. Okay. Delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. This feels good, you know. I can see the sadness, but overall, Virgo, it feels really, really good. It feels like you just need to stick at it, you know. It feels like that transformation just needs to happen. Like that solid foundation needs to be built. It could be with this relationship, because it feels very much like a relationship to me. And it doesn't feel, I'm not picking up a work vibe or anything like that, but it could be for some of you. But this particular energy that I'm picking up from this reading is relationship. It is a joining of a couple with someone else. And it feels as though maybe at first, when you first met, or however long you've been together with this person, the foundation wasn't quite solid enough. And I feel as though the Queen of Pentacles is shown up as a clarifier for the transformation, that if you keep going, the foundation will be stronger once you've gone through the transformation, you know. So very best of luck with this relationship, or however it resonates for you, Virgo. I'm getting a relationship, but it might be different for some of you. And I will see you in about a week or so when I do the pick a card new reading for pick a card reading for the new moon for everybody for a sun sign. And don't forget, your ruling planet is going to go, he is going to go retrograde around the 16th or 17th, depending where you are in the world. And if you're here with me in Europe, it probably will be the 17th. But if there is communication, you know, that needs to be said, or things you need to sort out with this recent past, you know, duality, relationship, friendship, whatever it is for you in the recent past that may have been causing you the upset, I personally would try to do it before the retrograde period, before Mercury comes and causes madness for everybody, for every single sun sign, and just things that go on in the world generally with the retrograde period, because he will be in retrograde for a few weeks. So if you can, it might be good to try and, you know, do whatever you need to do, reconcile, talk, or reach out to this person if you feel like you want to reach out to them. And the energy could be the other way. It could be that, you know, someone's deserted you and you are sad over it, or it could be, you know, it could work both ways. But however it resonates between you and this other party, it could be an idea to do it before your ruling planet goes retrograde and causes havoc. So good luck, Virgo. Thank you for all your likes, shares and subscribes, and I will see you in a week or so for your new moon reading. Take care.